Hello guys, this is Ben J. Lovies. I haven't done a video in a while. Today's going to be a video on HTML because I know a lot of people want to know how to make websites like with code, and it's pretty cool if you can actually do it, because you can add anything you want to a website. You can't use, like, say if you only want to use a template to make it easy, you can't do some features like create or edit the size of boxes or whatever you want, but with HTML and CSS code you can. Basically, if you've used a site builder before, it's basically you click on like the text and it's like it inputs the code and it makes it do like that function. So say if you click on a shape, it types in the HTML for a box or whatever your shape is. So I might do a series on like HTML simple, and then later on when I get more advanced I'll show you guys and teach you guys how to like add cool features and that. But HTML is your basic structure and CSS is your actual styling sheet. So what you're going to want to do is just make a new folder on your desktop called whatever. I'm going to call it tutorials, and then open the folder up and then create a folder called CSS, and then create another folder called images, and then just minimize that. Open up your text editor. Mine is Sublime Text 2. It should look like this. Let me just appear busy on Skype, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back now. So you'll see this. You can get Sublime from Google. I'll just put a link in the description, but if you actually want to get it, just go on your internet browser. Just go on Google and then type in what I type in here, which is Sublime Text 2. Sublime Text 2. And it should be the one that says Sublime Text download. Just click on this. This will be the link in the description, and then you just click what computer system you run at the top here, and you just click on the one you want, and then it will download it in a WinRAR, and then you just extract it and it will come up like this. So once you made your folder, you open up Sublime, and then you have this, like I said. Now first of all, once you're on Sublime, you want to go to View, Syntax, and then go down to HTML. This is HTML language that we're doing right here. And to enlarge or delarge, just go to, I forgot to do it now, I don't know, I'll show you video like later on, but you can do it, you can make your text bigger. But anyway, you just want to save this file with nothing in, save as, and then put it in your folder that you just created, not in any other folder inside that folder, just put it in folders, and then save it as this one here with HTML and loads of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dots and then letters after. Just name it as anything, like anything you want in brackets. Like, you don't have to put that, but you could put, for example, that, or tutorials, anything you want, but it has to be .html, otherwise it will not work. And just click on save, click file new, or Control and N, it will create a new document. What you want to do now is just save as this one, and then put it in a CSS folder, and then under all files, then you want to put anything you want again. So I'm just going to put style and then .css, and then just click on save. Go back to our HTML, and this is our CSS tab. You're going to need to remember these languages: HTML, CSS, HTML, CSS. HTML is like the actual text and that, and CSS is like colouring the text and stuff. HTML does do simple codes, like it does colour, size, font size, different fonts, and so does CSS. But HTML is just a simpler way of doing it. But I enjoy CSS more. So what you actually gonna want to do in this HTML file is you always gonna want to put brackets like this, and then your text, your language, like code, goes in between them. Right, just remember these two here, these two symbols. So you're going to want to put in these brackets at the start of every single HTML code just simply HTML, and then just put another one, so it's going to look like this. And then say if you wanted to end the HTML code, you just put /HTML, and then just, so you do exactly the same as this one up here, but you just put a / bracket, or / bracket, I don't know. So yeah, then you want to go down, and then the next thing you're always going to want to do is the head tag. These are just some things that you're going to want to learn, like you have to keep remembering your head. If you need to, just make a notepad just telling you what to, like what's next, and yeah, then just do the same with the /HTML, and then put head. There we go. And now you've got your head and your /head. In between this is called where your code, like your actual syntax HTML code goes. These are just the outputs of how to make the code exist and work. In here is where you would actually type your code. So say for example the title, like say you see here tutorials.html, we're going to change our web page title. So to do this, you're actually going to want to put just simply title in these quotations, and then put what your name of your title up here is going to be. So mine's going to be YouTube tutorials, and then you're just going to want to put /title like we did with the /head and the /HTML down here. And then now if you just click save or Control S, you do the same thing. Go to tutorials, go open with Chrome or whatever internet you use, and then you come up here. It won't show anything on the page, but up here it does say YouTube tutorials. So now we have our title. Now we need to move on onto our body. Now you have a head and a body in HTML. The head is where your title and everything up the top of the page goes, and behind the scenes, and your body is where the actual text, information, images and things go like that. So you just want to end your body here again with a /, and then inside the body here you just want to put this tag called H1. Now H1 is a header 1, which means it's going to be the largest font size, like title. It's a title, but it's not at the top of the page, it's like in the middle of the page. So like say this was my title, it's in the middle of the page. It's not at the very top where you can't actually really see it. It like the text shows on the page. So H1, and then you want to put what you want. So Ben's tutorials on how to code HTML and CSS. Then you want to just simply /H1 to end the H1 tag. And there are many different headings. There are heading 2, heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 6, but you have to put one number for each heading. They only got to 6. 6 is the smallest, 1 is the biggest heading. So now if we Control S, go back to our website, you see this text right here. Say you wanted your text down a bit, like down the page, like say somewhere down here. all you would do is use a simple code called BR, means break line. This will break the line of where you, like how many lines you want to break, how many lines you want to split up. So if we put 3 here before our text and click Ctrl S, reload, and it goes down the page a bit. Now we want to do this a couple more times because we want it to go down the page more. I'd say that's alright. Ctrl S, yeah, that's alright. Say we want our text in the middle of the page, over here somewhere. What you'd want to do is simply inside the header 1 tag, don't leave a space, and then put center. And then at the end, you want to put /center to end that center tag. Now keep in mind, you can't put center on the outside and then center on the inside at the end. You have to put whichever code goes first, whichever code starts first, you have to end it first. So now if we Ctrl S, come back onto Google, and there you can see it's in the center. Say we want the font a different color, so to add some different font colors in CSS. First we will need to link our HTML to our CSS. Now to do this, this is a code you will really need to remember, because I sometimes get mixed up on this. Might even get mixed up now. It's just a random code. You can't you just have to remember it. It's nothing it's just random words. So yeah, you'll have to remember it. And then you want to put href equals, and then in these quotation marks where you saved your CSS file. So in ours we saved it in the folder CSS. That I'll show you quickly. Look, CSS folder right here. Double click on that, and there's our style.css. So what we'd call it is CSS / style.css. This is the folder. Slash it to end a new folder, and then the name of it, and then the actual output of the text. So .css is our folder type, and then Ctrl S, go back to Chrome. Nothing happens because we haven't wrote any CSS, but as you can see we've got YouTube tutorials here. That is because I put it above somewhere. You have to put it below there. So say if I do it now, there we go, YouTube tutorials. You have to put it below your title, and then just end it with that tag there. That's why it showed YouTube tutorials, because we didn't end it. So you don't actually have to put it below it. We just didn't end the tag. So now we put it back here. As you'll see now, it will work. There we go, YouTube tutorials, and it is above the YouTube tutorials title. Right, now for our CSS creation, what you would need to do is first off create your body. Now CSS, you just want to go to View, Syntax, and then CSS. If it's already done, then good. Now CSS doesn't have these two quotation things here. Crocodile mouse. It actually has just the name of what you're doing. So body is the body of the background, like the body of the page. It doesn't have head. But then you want to put these two here. These two are instead of these two here. Crocodile mouse. Now that's just how CSS works. It's not going to be the same as HTML, obviously. But yeah, you just need to remember these two here, not the ones in HTML, which are these two. And then you put the name of it and then these two symbols here. And then inside these, it's like HTML. You just need to create what you're typing, but you don't use these again. So say we wanted the background changed. You put background, and then these two dots here, and then space, and then what you want it. But in CSS there's a color code, so you have to put this line right here and then what numbers you want your code to be. Now I will show you a site where you can get colors from. Put this in the description too, called www.wfreeschools.com/css_ref/css_colorful.asp. Now it shows you all these colors right here. Say if we wanted a grey background, just go on shades of black, scroll down, put this grey right here, just copy this color code right here, go back onto here, paste this color code, Control S, Control R. There you go, you've got that color background. So if we want to change the color of the font, we start a new heading in CSS, but what our actual title is called, what tags it is in. It's in the H1 tag. So then what you would do, simply type H1 and then these two symbols and then type your code. So color, and then like I said, you want to go back onto here. I'm just going to pick the color light blue. Control copy, paste that, Control S. There you go, your font is blue. Say we want this underlined. There are many simple code tags that make your writing what you want it to be. You just have to use your knowledge or use a website to look from. Now the underline code is simply a U, and then remember where I started it I have to end it before any other tag. So then we put /U and click Control S. Now if we go on to reload, it's underlined. That is looking good, but I actually want the background white. So let's change our CSS to editing it. Now the color white I'll have to look up because I don't actually know. So we just go down to, we just go back, scroll down, keep scrolling down, white's at the very bottom, it's 6 Fs. So what you do, just remove these numbers here, F, 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 F. Now when it's a color, it'll come up purple because it remembers the CSS code. If it doesn't come up purple, like say here it's white, it means it's not a color code. It's not a code of CSS. So there we go, we have a white background. That is looking good. So yeah, say if we wanted a box. Wait, hold on guys, 1 minute. Hello again guys, sorry for that. So as I was saying, say if we wanted a box, say if we want it around the title here, Ben's tutorials on how to code HTML and CSS, you'd put it after that code, and you simply put these tags and then div, and then class equals these two quotations, and then what you want it to be called. So this is what you're actually going to write in CSS. It can be anything, but to remember what you're actually coding, I'm just going to put box because it's a box around the header. Now if we click Control S, go onto Our CSS. Now I actually have it written out here, but you can just copy me. It's actually dot box, and then that's them symbols to close and open and close it, and then it's width, then them two dots, and then 800 pixels, height. I'm sure you can read it, I'll just let you copy it. Pause the video if you need to copy it. And then if we click Control S, go back onto Chrome, as you can see we have a box, but the writing's kind of not in it. Well, I know why. We need to make this div class before. Now we click Control Save, there you go. It's actually in the text. Now you can change the colour of the box and everything. This is what I just copied. You can change the background of the box. You can change the border colour. So the border colour is the outside of the box, around here. So I'm just going to quickly do that. Border colour, I think I'll have mine black. So black is 6 zeros. And then I'll have the actual colour of grey. Control S. Oops. Hold on, it's the here. Control S. And if you go back into this, it is greyish, like that. Now I'm going to change the thickness of the grey to that. Okay, you can't really notice the difference, but maybe we'll change the colour of the text to a shade of green. We will change it to this green right here because I think that looks nice. And then we will simply just replace this with this. No, we won't. Sorry guys. I forgot what we were doing. We just go back to our HTML code because that is where our actual text is. No, we won't. Oh my god. We go to our H1 code in CSS. There we go. We replace our color code there. Control S, Control Reload. Boom, we have that color code. Sorry, I got mixed up a bit there. So if you wanted a quick paragraph below your page, just simply want to BR, then just Control Shift, and then just click in the right arrow, Control C, paste, 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 Control S, go down the page a bit. Nothing will happen because we didn't put any text. But then if we actually scroll down, put a H6 heading for a paragraph because the text is really small. Font size is really small for paragraphs, so we'll use the small tag. And then we put, this is the paragraph. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. Right, there we go. No! There we go. This is the paragraph section for Ben's tutorials on how to code HTML and CSS. By the end of these tutorials, you will learn how to code simple HTML and CSS, and you will be able to code your very own website using just some simple typing skills. Boom. And then we need to end our header 6 with /h6. Go back onto this. There you go, we've got a writing, but it's really small. So as you can see, we don't want our header 6 to be that colour. We want it to be black. So what we do, we put header 6 and then these two symbols, and then put colour, and then we want a black. So 00, that sign, and then 0000000. Control S, go back to this, boom. So if we want our text a bit bigger than that, we go font size, and then say 12, and font is a bit bigger. We want it 15. Oops. Yeah, there we go, that's good. Yes, we are happy with that. But say we want to put another box around the whole page. Well, that's easy. Just go back to this. And before this, just put your div class equals, and then what you want it to be. Because I've already got a box, I'm going to put box 1. Because remember, it can be anything you want. Control S, go back to this. Put dot box 1. And then those two symbols. And do your width. I'm just going to do mine as 900 pixels. Height is 1500 pixels. Oh no, I'll just copy out this so it saves you time. There you go. Width, height, margin, background, position, left, border, border radius. Control S, and what you do, go onto Google Chrome, Control R, then you have got this. I'll tell you where you've got it, because you've got the left as 270. You just want it to be not even that. Not 270, you want it to be like a really small number. I'm going to put mine as 15, see if that helps. No, put it as auto. Auto like that, and it will center it nicely in the middle. But we want our width slightly smaller. So 860. Let's try that. That's still too big. Let's try 800. Control save. Google Chrome. Control R. And that is just slightly big. But we're not actually going to put auto on left. We're going to put -2 pixels. We want it over even more. Right? -4 pixels. That should be it. -5 pixels. Yeah, there we go. Right, that is all good. But we want this down a bit from the actual, like, top text. So all you're gonna do is put top auto from 15. And then there you go, you have this box right here. It's quite nice, but it's a bit long and we don't want this to touch the bottom of our page. Well, basically all you have to do there is just at the end of before the HTML code at the very end, you want to put BR, shift, copy, go down, paste, and paste, Control S, reload, hold on, save, reload. Okay then. Oh yeah, it's before the body tag, I forgot that. Let's try it now. Okay then, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe we should put a top. There we go, bottom. 15 pixels. See if that does anything. Yeah, there we go. But we don't really want 15 pixels. We want it as like 2 pixels. Not even that. Okay. What is going on? Hold on guys, I'll be with you when I've sorted this out. Right guys, I did sort it out. In the end it was margin dash bottom 20 pixels. Then that basically makes it this far away from the bottom. And then you've got all this code. But I don't actually want it this close to the edge. Like, I mean, really? Who wants that? So, the code for this is simply padding. And then we're going to want it right. To go right, I think. And if we put auto, see what happens if we do that. Nothing. Let's try 20. Okay then. Let's try padding left. There we go. Padding left is the right one. Because I do remember it's actually the padding from the left and the padding from the right. Padding from the top and the padding from the bottom. It's not padding to the left. Padding from the left. Yeah. 20. Yeah, so that's all good. Happy with that. Say if we want to put a title above this text right here, what we would do is simply, before we actually do this right here, you put a heading tag. I'm going to put heading 2 because it suits this font size for this heading. We put tutorial paragraphs and then slash heading 2. And then if we go back onto this, you'll see nothing because the font color is the same as the background. But if we actually go to heading 2 and then boom, 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 click color, can't type, I'm going to put it as black, boom, 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 and then boom, you have one. We want this in the middle of the page. Remember, we use the U underline tag. And then we end it with a slash U, and then like that. Now we go back onto it, we have underline paragraph. I'm happy with that, but just one more thing. I want to put it in the center. Center tag there, and then slash center tag there. Boom, that looks amazing. Next tutorial we'll cover images and more cool CSS tricks. One last tip, or trick anyway. This is a actual amazing trick you can use with your friends or whatever to make a website. It's actually a tag that makes, just watch this screen, keep watching the screen. This is how you spell it anyway, the code. M-A-R-Q-U-E-E. And we will just end the tag. M-A-R-Q-U-E-E. Boom. Ready? Watch what happens to this title. Here. There you go. It goes across the screen. It looks quite nice and sexy. It actually looks like a professional website. Although we haven't done much, it actually does look quite good. Better than other websites anyway. But we can just shorten down the width of this quickly. So if we just go to the width of that box, the box 1, sorry, because that's the second box, and we can just change the width to 750. And it was 800, so let's see what happens there. Oh, too much. 770. Let's see what happens. Nope. 790. say 785. That should be it. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's in line perfectly with that. Yeah, that looks like a professional website almost. I'd just say we need to do a couple of twitches, add more stuff, add buttons, add stuff on the side, navigation bars, all stuff like that. But it will turn out to be a really good website. I know this was kind of a long tutorial, but I hope this helped you guys. Yeah. I hope you learnt some HTML and CSS. And I'm out.